Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. It's good to see you. The energy lately has been so tumultuous and chaotic. There's been a lot of upheaval and great irreversible change. It's part of why I've not posted any other readings this week. I just physically have not been able to, and the energies have been too unsettled for me to really connect with or communicate in the way that I would like to. But today feels distinctly different. It feels like there is this shift in the underbelly of things, and clarity is starting to emerge from the chaos. I can tell whatever this reading is going to be, it is a direct continuation of the last reading I posted, which was a collective reading called This Isn't Supposed to Make Sense Yet. Things are starting to make sense now, even if it's just a little bit, right? I know that Venus is in retrograde. I think there's another planet in retrograde as well right now. So that's definitely influencing things. But beyond that, I feel like this is some kind of fated moment. I keep on hearing this was inevitable. This was inevitable. Whatever you are walking into or running up against on your path, it was inevitable. So I would ask you why. From your own words, I would just invite you to reflect on the question. Why was this moment or experience inevitable? Right? The theme of your reading today is divergence. Your path is literally splitting in two. It feels like anything in your life that is of the energy of complacency or or routine or habit or normal, it's just being disintegrated before your very eyes. The foundation of what you have considered normal for a long time, it's being rattled. The foundations are being rattled. There's this deep shakeup that's happening so that you are no longer succumbing to this energy of complacency. Now, complacency, there's no judgment in that. We all are complacent in some ways. It's just like the universe is no longer allowing you to sleepwalk in any way. At the bottom of the deck is vigilance. And I truly feel like your soul or your higher self, however you want to think about it, has been preparing you for this moment for years. And what this moment really is a choice point. It's a crossroads. You're almost being backed into a corner in a way by the universe. There's pressure here. I feel an incredible amount of pressure being put on you to choose something radically new. But the main message here is, or one of the main messages here is that your soul has been preparing you for this for years. So even though it's hard, even though there may still be confusion and heightened emotions, you are so very ready to choose an entirely new, well, I'm hearing realm, okay, but way, a brand new way. I was actually trying to film this earlier and the power went out. That's totally part of the message. You're ready to give yourself a reset. Maybe in life in general, or maybe just relative to one thing, but there is a reset that you're going to choose for yourself. The wind here has also been insane. I didn't sleep at all last night because the wind was just rattling the windows so much. That's part of the message too. There's profound winds of change coming in to, again, shake up the foundations of our reality. Illusion is falling. Some of you may be going through a literal tower card moment as we speak. And the final thing I was going to say before I pull more cards, I did try to film Libra's reading yesterday. Well, I did film it from start to finish. It just kind of flew right out of me. It was really great. I thought I was going to post it, but then at the last second, I didn't feel right about it. it was too raw. Like the emotions that were coming through for Libra, it just felt like an open kind of wound in some way that did not feel in integrity for me to post. I don't know if that sounds weird or not, but that's just how I felt. But I know that what I was channeling for Libra was absolutely accurate, and it feels connected to this. Whatever the collective of Libra is currently moving through, it feels like we are all in some way experiencing that as well. So maybe look at where Libra is in your chart if you feel called to it. The Awakening card is also here. It just feels like you're awakening to a new emotional truth. You're awakening to the fact that you don't want to keep choosing what you have been choosing. I feel like there's shadow here, stuff that has been suppressed, probably emotions that have been suppressed for a very, very long time, that are now rising to the surface. You're awakening to your own deeper inner truths. You're also awakening to the fact that, how would I say this? It's like the path before you, it's not serving you anymore. What has been is not serving you anymore. So even though making a radically new decision is uncomfortable, it's less uncomfortable than continuing as you have been, right? Okay, let's go into tarot. I'm using Murder of Crows tarot today. I was also getting 1122, and then what came up yesterday for Libra, or part of what came up, was the honeybee. Honeybee. And I feel like that energy is still here somehow. You've been working very, very hard for a long time to try and manifest something for yourself, a particular outcome, a goal, a dream, whatever. And now that this manifestation is within reach, or it's within sight, it's within your grasp, you're realizing that the path you've been walking, that staircase in the Vigilance card, it's actually been about so much more than you thought it was. This path you've been walking has not just been about getting the thing. It's about, or it has been about, preparing. Give me 1 second. Preparing and becoming the person who already is the thing. Hopefully that makes sense. You're releasing some kind of story relative to striving for something in this kind of suffering, heavy way. You're realizing that you can create what you want if you embody the frequency of that thing. Okay, what I want to go into is what you're diverging away from and what you're diverging towards. Okay, so what is the collective diverging away from, Spirit? Two of Pentacles, indecision. Oh yeah. There's not much time left. That's coming through me very strongly right now. It feels like there's not much time left. This kind of wavering, back and forth, wobbliness. I don't know how I really feel. I don't know what I really want. Trying to juggle two things at once that don't go together. Like time is running out on that somehow. Okay. What is this? The Knight of Cups. And Eight of Cups. Yeah, lots of old emotional stories. What you're diverging away from. An old desire. It's just, it feels like an old, well, an old, a story in your heart that maybe wasn't even your own. Yeah, when I look at that Knight of Cups, I just get a really bad feeling. I don't know, I don't like it. I feel like the Knight of Cups is in shadow here. It feels like false desire somehow. And then the Eight of Cups is, you know, literally about walking away, leaving behind something that isn't fulfilling because maybe it wasn't even your desire to begin with. Maybe you're realizing that something you've always wanted was somebody else's desire that you either inherited or just entrained with for one reason or another. I do not like that Knight of Cups. Let me just sit with it for one more second. This feels like just twisted. I don't know how else to describe it. Twisted or distorted energy in your heart. I'm hearing malfunction. This is very, very surreal and strange. But you're being liberated from this. Anything that is not truly your desire. So what are you diverging towards? What are you diverging towards now? I'm hearing epiphany. The Chariot. A new dream. You have your sights set on something so much more clear and pure, like authentic. I mean, pure meaning authentic. You've really released a lot of what is not yours, and what has been left is this one single star. It does kind of remind me of the star card too. But you're ready to take action now. The Sun. Yeah, this is a lot of energy. If you've been feeling drained or depleted, exhausted, burnt out, I feel like you're ready to make a radically new decision that will end that. You're going to be getting more energy back because you're so connected to what you actually want. Thinking that you want something you don't really want is draining as heck, because it's like living a lie. And of course, we're not doing this on purpose. This is all completely unconscious. This is the shadow, right? If you're really connected to what you genuinely want in your soul, 222 on the timer, it gives you energy. It gives you energy. Infinite, endless energy. There's something here, though, in that Sun card about recovering energy. You know, it's obviously not going to be this overnight instant thing. Most things aren't. You're going to be recovering your energy over time by connecting with your true dream. So what is it? What is it that you're realizing you really want? And what are you realizing was never your desire in the first place? So where do we go from here, Spirit? Spirit is telling me to slow down. All right. I'm seeing 444 in my mind's eye. Let's go into the challenge. What's the challenge that the collective is facing, Spirit? The King of Cups. Yuck. This feels like a stagnant pool of water or a puddle. Like, oh, and this is what was coming through for Libra. I'm just going to say it because, like I said, I think it's all connected. What was coming up for Libra was there's too much water. There's too much water and there's too much fluid. That's literally the first thing that came through. And the advice for Libra was to neither completely succumb to this ocean of emotion, overwhelming ocean of emotion, in such a way that they would lose themselves, but also don't suppress the emotions that are coming up. Find that middle way by managing the flow of emotions so that you're not overcome by the water or drowning in this ocean of emotions. This feels like that. This feels like that. Clarify the King of Cups. Yeah, it's like emotional turbulence or manipulation or something. Ugh. It's connected to that Knight of Cups. Two of Cups. Yep, totally, 100%. I think this is just reiterating what I was saying about you being entangled in other people's emotions, getting other people's emotions or emotional pain even confused with your own. Ooh. The challenge here is coming from genuine love and connection, which can only come from a free heart. And I was actually picking up several hours ago before I started this reading, and I was just connecting with the energy kind of in general. I was picking up something about you choosing freedom for yourself in a way you never have before, you freeing yourself or realizing what freedom actually looks like to you. When you liberate your own heart from other people's stories and your heart is free, then you can actually connect with people. I feel like the challenge here is being vulnerable enough to be true to yourself when maybe other people would tell you you should want something else. What's the advice? What's the advice here, Spirit? Six of Cups. So many cups. All right. Clarify the Six of Cups. This feels like, ooh, yeah. Recognizing the difference between who you used to be and who you are now. So the Six of Cups traditionally is about nostalgia and reflecting on the past, feeling or having memories come up maybe. But I see you as this raven looking in the mirror. Maybe some of you would feel inspired to do mirror work, like inner work, literally through looking at your reflection in a mirror. Reflecting on who you used to be and why. That will help you to clarify your actual truth. Hang on. Clarify the Six of Cups. Four of Wands. Reflecting on the past in some way will help you to let it go and enter into a greater state of joy. And yes, connecting with the element of fire right now will also help you to burn off or dissipate all of this emotional entanglement and water. It's like I was saying, it's like there's too much water. So working with the element of fire, again, we've got the Sun card here. That's going to be super, super helpful. In any way you feel called, if you have major fire sign placements, connect with those, call those forward right now so that you can step into more joy, more energy. I want one more. Tell me a little bit more about the Six of Cups. Oh, I was getting the number 9. Seven of Wands. That's such an interesting Seven of Wands. I don't know if I've ever really noticed before. Usually the Seven of Wands is about defending your position against some kind of attack or imposing energies. But this is such a peaceful Seven of Wands. The guy's just looking at the raven and the raven's just looking at him. I don't feel violence or defensiveness or like heightened anything here. It's part of the reflection, self-reflection. You're ready to look back at what you used to defend. What maybe like a dream or a desire, a goal, a path, a manifestation, something. In the past you were defending what you wanted. But you don't have to defend what you want. You don't have to, I'm hearing make excuses for it. It's like you don't have to, oh gosh, you don't have to prove to anybody else anything or explain yourself. There's what I was trying to say. Like, you don't need to explain to other people why you want what you want. If you just want it, you just want it, right? Interesting. Let's get a journal prompt here from my journal prompt deck. Journal prompt for the collective. What part of yourself do you want to get to know better? Maybe you just want to get to know yourself all over again. And that's why that, that Six of Cups, that mirror work is so important. It's like looking at your past self helps to create contrast between who you used to be and who you are. And therefore it will help you to get to know who you are. This one also almost popped out. Yeah, oh my gosh, a memory that always makes me laugh was when, talking about memory, and not only memory, but laughter, joy, fire, dissipating the heavy water, right? Okay, so answer both of those questions for yourself and see where they take you. Let's get a closing message from Anatomy of a Witch Oracle. Yeah. Okay. Closing message for the collective. Touch. And technically I picked up two. Okay, fine. I'll take both. Touch and create. Both have hands. The imagery of hands here. And I believe hands are associated with the heart. I could be wrong, but I think one of you actually told me that in a comment several months ago. 2233 on the timer. I didn't know that. I might be wrong, but I think hands are associated with the heart. This is about creating from your heart. You're ready to create from your pure, free heart. I don't even feel like I need to go to the guidebook, honestly. We've got the snake here with transformation wrapped around the egg. Your transformation is producing something new. A new creative, I'm hearing journey work, creative journey work. There is also something here about the power of touch, the power of physical touch. I love how the roots coming down out of the hand almost look like nerve endings here. I'm actually going to go to the guidebook for the touch card. I changed my mind. Oh, that's totally a message too. It's okay to change your mind. You have changed your mind. You have changed your mind about something. What am I doing? Touch. Okay. Throughout our bodies is woven an extensive system of nerves. Many of those nerve endings are situated in our hands as well as our feet, collecting a great deal of information for the brain. Through just a touch, we are able to recognize temperature, hard versus soft, slick versus rough, receptive versus resistant, and much more. Our sense of touch has a major impact on how we physically navigate through the world. If we push too hard and too fast, we can quickly become off balance. When we move from our core, our actions are more rooted and stable. Another aspect of touch is understanding consent and sovereignty. Preferences on how, where, when, why, and by whom someone is touched depends on the individual and are not universal. Always ask permission and never assume. Keywords: contact, advocate, and interact. Ooh. Power of touch. Wow. Well, touch itself almost feels like a form of creation. It's taking me back to the Two of Cups, right? Like true intimacy and connection with another person. Maybe physical touch, or it could be energetic touch as well. This is intimacy. What can be created through true intimacy with yourself and another person? This is just so powerful. This is such a powerful moment for all of us. And like I said at the beginning, something is shifting here. Clarity is starting to come. I can tell it's not like fully formed yet, but you've turned a corner on your path, and I truly do feel like very, very soon you're gonna be making a powerful decision here. Yeah, because you're ready, because your soul has prepared you. Okay, I hope this was helpful or at least thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'd love to hear from you. I'll be putting those journal prompts in the description box along with a bunch of others, so be sure to check them out. They'll help you to process everything and take your inner work a little bit deeper. I'll see you again really soon. Bye.